Welcome back. This morning we're talking about how partners can be advocates for each other. David Flowers from David Flowers Couples Teletherapy is with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, great to be here
today. Okay, so what do you mean by this, and what does it look like being advocates for each other?
Well, one thing I notice a lot in my work is that people get to be, really hurt. They get upset. They get frustrated in their relationships. And they end up kind of turning to social media, and they're kind of typing out their stuff about their partner on social media, and it just becomes not very helpful. So when I'm talking about advocating for your partner, I'm talking about just kind of developing a habit of always presenting a positive, I don't want to say affront, a positive image of your partner to the public, whether it be social media or, to other people.
Okay, yeah, so to the public, even if you're, frustrated or hurt.
Yeah.
But this makes sense, but how do you do this, maybe when things in the relationship aren't great, like we said, you're hurt or frustrated, how do you kind of hold back?
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, right? Because people have feelings, obviously, right? And they get hurt and they feel resentful or frustrated. So the way to really do that is to really zone in on who are the safe people to talk to without hurting your relationship. So finding a therapist, for example, obviously I'm biased toward that solution, but finding a therapist, finding a best friend, and preferably somebody that your partner is comfortable with, knowing that you're talking to them, and hopefully that person advocates for your relationship, that they want the relationship to be healthy.
Yeah, and do you think most people aren't, doing this to be vicious or malicious? They're just doing it because, they want some guidance from their friends and their family.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what it is most of the time. I don't think people are saying, let's see, how can I sort of put another wedge into my relationship? I think people are looking for validation. They're looking for a sense of like, hey, is this me? Sometimes it's really well intended. Is this me? Here's what's going on. It's just that the perception that the partner ends up having is, oh wow, my partner's like talking badly about me to other people, right? It's not badly intended, I don't think.
Sure. Well, is it, ever okay? You mentioned a safe person, a therapist. I mean, you have to be able to talk about things to somebody, so it's important to identify those people. And again, maybe those people who won't judge you or your partner when, things are good again.
Yeah, exactly. One thing I would say in particular is if you're going to choose a family member, be very careful. Right, family members, one of the differences between family and therapists, right, is that family members are always going to be, well, pretty much going to be, hey, the other person is in the wrong and you're 100% right and we're totally with you. Whereas a therapist is going to be more like, well, what could you have done differently here? So you don't want to choose a family member who's always going to be on your side and then bias them against your partner. You patch everything up, and then they're still feeling badly toward your partner.
Sure, then holidays are a little bit awkward, but...
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, we appreciate all of these great tips, very valuable. How do people get in touch with you?
They can just go ahead, and there should be a thing on the screen. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
There's all the information that people need. There's my phone number and my website, and yeah, I'd love to hear from anybody that's looking for some help.
All right, we appreciate you today and all those
thank you.
tips. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.